Like most indie games, Braid's short and not as expensive as the usual AAA titles. It's a two-dimensional puzzle platformer, and all of the puzzles require a lot of thinking. The difficulty keeps you far away from mental autopilot, and there's no imbalance in terms of this exceptional quality. Every world in the game is enjoyable. Traversing each world isn't that difficult, but what's necessary to access the end is to collect these puzzle pieces scattered throughout the game, and some of the puzzles to obtain these very puzzle pieces are incomprehensible. You might require some help from the internet if you're experiencing an intense lapse in patience, though this shouldn't happen often. I needed help from the web about 3 to 5 times the last time I played it. As the campaign is about 7 hours, that could be worse. You manipulate time in some way to solve the puzzles. Conventions like simple enemies, levers, and platforms make up most of the puzzle objects in the game, so the temporal element is what makes Braid unique. Throughout the game, the main character, Tim, never risks dying because he can rewind and fast-forward time. In every world, Tim possesses this power and one other temporal power. A lot of them are tough to explain, and I'm not going to spoil the whole game, but one secondary power is a ring Tim uses in one of the latter worlds. He can put the ring on the ground, and whatever enemies or puzzle objects are in a small radius around this ring will slow significantly, and they'll accelerate again once they're outside the radius. Number None comes up with a few mind-bending puzzles instead of a lot of dumb ones. What I continue to find amazing is that some diabolical human mind birthed these puzzles in the first place. Every puzzle is unique. No two solutions are alike. The game also has bosses. While many bosses in puzzle games are glorified cutscenes, Braid's bosses are puzzles that require a little bit of good reflexes. Still, most of how well you do comes down to your strategy. If the boss levels don't satisfy you, then there are sometimes puzzle pieces in those boss levels. Like all the other puzzle pieces, these ones are also challenging to obtain. They're not freebies or anything like that. Come to think of it, none of the puzzle pieces are freebies. You have to go out of your way to grab all of them. I suppose it's sort of like Number None's next game, The Witness, in which you can accomplish any of several tasks at your leisure. In fact, if you're a purist who doesn't want to phone the internet at all, you might benefit from abandoning a puzzle piece and returning to it once you've learned more about the game. All levels are immediately accessible from a tiny hub world, so you don't need to go on an adventure to return to an earlier puzzle piece. The narrative is abstract, but it's genuinely interesting, and, more importantly, optional. There are these books at the beginning of each world, and you can breeze past every single one of them if you want. The narrative checks out grammatically speaking. It's just weird and short, but some people get into it and come up with theories. It's puzzling in and of itself. The whole game is a puzzle, and gameplay aside, it still has a lot to offer. The art is great. In terms of writing, visual art, and music, if Braid was one of those games wherein everything apart from the gameplay was good, a curmudgeon on Steam would reluctantly give it a positive review. The color palettes for each world are all different. The music is guaranteed to become stuck in your head. Precipitation in the background will ascend if you rewind. The music will play backward if you rewind. You'll notice one great detail after another. I encountered a lot of mental resistance making this video because I did become frustrated near the end of the game, but in hindsight, it's always going to be one of my favorites because what's so easy to see is all the care, love, and raw hard work on all fronts that Number None put into Braid. Last I checked, it's on Steam for $15, and that's all she wrote.